Erik doesn't believe that our 2 kids are his, and it hurts me.
I was in the Army. The doctors there told me I could never have children.
Doctors are wrong all the time.
The doctors told me that there was no way that I could have kids.
Well, there is a way. You've got 2.
Erik. What I care about is that child. This is Crystal, everybody. Now, Crystal has loved her fiancé, Erik, for the last 8 years. But sadly, Crystal fears her wedding day will never come unless she is able to prove to Erik that he is the father of her 2 children, 2.5-year-old Case and 3-month-old Aria. You see, this is what happened. They've been together 8 years. They're not married. Years ago, doctors told Erik he would never be able to have children. Then Crystal turns up pregnant twice. Erik, if he can't have children, says to himself, she must have cheated. Well, this is what's happened in this case. Crystal is absolutely, as you can see, suffering to death. Watch.
I'm so upset because my fiancé Erik doesn't believe that our 2 kids, Case and Aria, are his. When Erik was in the military, the doctors told him he couldn't have kids. And then I found out I was pregnant with Case. Erik told me right away he didn't think he was the father. With Aria, Erik reacted the same way because he was out of town for work a lot. He still came home from time to time, and that must have been when I got pregnant. Erik and his friends make jokes about the babies not being his, and it hurts me so much. I would never lie to Erik, and I desperately need to prove to him that these are his kids so he can be the father that I know he can be.
You're sure they're his? You haven't cheated on him?
No, I've been faithful to him the whole time we've been together. There's no doubt in my mind that he's my baby's father.
And you all are together still?
Yeah.
You've known the story all along about doctors telling him he couldn't have kids?
Yeah, he told me when we first got together that he could never have kids.
And he went with somebody else for a long time. They didn't have kids.
Yeah, and he was married before, and his wife never became pregnant.
So when you get pregnant and you tell him, is he happy, or is he looking at you like, what's happening here?
He automatically started asking me who I'd been with because it couldn't have been him.
Is he a good dad?
He's good, but I could tell he's holding back, and he could be a lot better.
And when you were pregnant, you felt alone, unloved?
Yeah, with my pregnancy with Case, I had a difficult pregnancy. I was on bed rest a lot. And since he didn't think he could get anybody pregnant, I was kind of fending for myself most of the time.
Can you understand him doubting this if he was told by doctors?
Yeah, but doctors are wrong a lot, and
Well,
I know those are his kids.
Yeah. This is what Erik had to say yesterday. Watch this.
I love my fiancée Crystal very much, but I'm devastated because I'm not sure our children, Case and Aria, are mine. When I was in the Army, the doctors there told me I could never have children. I'd always believed it because I'd never gotten anyone pregnant before Crystal. I was shocked and angry when I found out Crystal was pregnant with Case. I automatically assumed she was cheating on me. It was the worst feeling in the world. I felt the same way when Crystal told me she was pregnant with Aria. I was working out of town a lot when she got pregnant, so we were barely even having sex. It just doesn't make any sense to me, and I've been hurting for a long time. I'm praying for a miracle because I'd give anything to find out that I'm the father of these 2 kids. If I find out Case and Aria are mine, I'll apologize to Crystal, trust her again, and finally marry the woman I love.
Everybody, here's Erik. Now, Erik, let me get this straight, what you just said. If these are your children, you will apologize, you will love them to death, and you will ask this woman to marry.
Yes, sir. Maury, these kids mean the world to me. It's the only thing that I want in the world is to be their father.
Okay. How long ago were you told all this?
It was about 10 years ago. I was in the Army, and I hadn't...
Even Army doctors are wrong. Doctors are wrong all the time on this stuff. I've never cheated on you.
Listen, the doctors told me that there was no way that I could have kids. I mean, it's not...
Well, there is a way. You've got 2.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
And also, there was an experience with your former wife, I guess, that you all were together 6 years, never got pregnant.
Right.
Well, guess what? Let's find out the truth. When it comes to 2.5-year-old Case, that's your son, Erik, you are the father. When it comes to 3-month-old Aria, Erik, you are the father.
I'm so sorry about
Crystal. Crystal, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. I love you so much.
They're your kids. Hi, Case. How are you? Look at that. Congratulations. One happy family. No more doubts. Have a great life. Thank you
so much.
James's brother, Rico, doubted that James was the father.
His family has been telling him that they've seen me in the club with other men, and that is just not true.
I trusted Janelle, and now I feel totally betrayed.
I seen her at all kind of clubs, man.
I've never even been to a club in my life. This
My brother tells the truth, Maury.
This is a DNA test you'll never forget.
James